What's up, everybody? Rob here with Black Arrow Collectibles. It's been a minute since we streamed, so it's about time to break the trend, get back into it. Let me get going live here on Facebook as well. Make sure that we're all up and running. Go live. Let's see here. Let's get up and running. All right, we're in. What's up, everybody? Rob here with Black Arrow Collectibles. It's been a long time since we've streamed. It's been a minute. We are back up and running, and yeah, it's been a couple of weeks. I'm happy to be back. Happy to be streaming. We've got a lot going on in the next week and a half. We've got a ton behind us in the last 2.5 weeks that I got to talk about at some point. That's not what this video is going to be about, but we've got the Final Fantasy release. We've got the Lorcana Jafar set, which the last stream we did a big unboxing of. I don't know. We probably opened 3 booster boxes worth. We did pull the second or third most expensive enchanted, which was a Stitch card, which was fantastic. We've got the new Pokemon TGCP update, which is what today's video is about. So we're going to crack open some packs. I should have enough hourglasses for like 30 to 40 packs. I haven't seen any of the cards yet. I haven't read any of them. I haven't messed around with them yet. So this is going to be kind of one of those, let's open, let's read, let's see what we get. I've been really, really lucky during these releases. I might say that every release I've gotten a gold card. I can't remember if I got one just in the last expansion. Actually, I probably didn't. It's that poison squid jellyfish Ultra Beast. I don't think I pulled that at the opening, but all the other openings, all the other launches of each set, I've been able to pull a gold card. So we'll see if I can pull another crown here. What else we got coming down the pipeline this weekend? This weekend, Saturday, Black Arrow is doing actually a local motorcycle chapter here. They throw a benefit every year for a fallen rider who young guy had a family. They do something every year. So Saturday, we're actually going to be there promoting a little bit. We're going to build a nice raffle basket for them to do and raise some money for the club and for the rider's family. Sunday, we actually have a show coming up down in Rhode Island, CollectorCon 2025. So we'll be down there. We are just going to be absolutely slammed and stocked with Pokemon product. I'm planning on bringing a ton of stuff. So if you're looking for sealed Pokemon, we're going to have it. I will bring some of our graded cards. Just about everything we offer is going to be under TCG Player. The market has come way down. I haven't done a video on this, but it's come way down in the last 3.5 weeks, which is fantastic for people who either want to break into the hobby, which 2025 is like the worst time to ever do it. But if you want to break into the hobby, or if you're a ripper, or if you're just going to try to build a retirement fund, just about everyone wins when prices come down. And prices have come down a lot. So this is the time, guys, if you're gonna buy, invest, jump in, try to finish collections or buy sealed product, or if you just want to buy it a rip, or if you're a whatnotter, now is the time to buy your packs. Do I think it's going to continue to decrease in price? Probably not. I think we're kind of at a floor for now. A lot of people are speculating that singles are going to continue to crash. I really don't think sealed product is going to crash. Much more than it has. It's already way down. There's a lot of products that are only selling on the open market for like 10-15% what over MSRP, which is a huge decrease from a lot of products that we're selling for 3 times or 2 times MSRP. I mean, look at the surprise boxes, the prismatic surprise boxes. At one point, I think they were selling for like $95 a piece. They retail, I think, for 26 or 29, and now I think they're worth like $40. So now is the time. If you can find the product, buy it. But today's video is going to be ripping some packs for Pocket, because I've been itching all day. I haven't gotten my fix. I love playing the mobile game. It's really the only mobile game I play. I never really got into all the all like the not League of Legends, Clash of Clans and all that stuff, and all the Final Fantasy games. I love Final Fantasy, but I haven't done any of the mobile games. So This is my vice right now. This is what I play. I do think that really soon, though, now I've got enough singles, I've got enough bulk. It might be time to get into the competitive Pokemon play. I have gotten back into Magic. I did a video the other day with the guys. It was 3 or 4 hours long. It was my first game of Magic in 20 years. Thank you, Final Fantasy, for building this expansion. The artwork is fantastic. It was a lot of fun. We opened up they only have 2 starter decks. We opened up 2 of each, and the 4 of us played, 3 games. We went through them all. We went through all the cards. We checked them all out. We opened up 1 booster pack just because we had a loose one, um, which we pulled a couple of things out of, but nothing crazy. So happy to be back into Magic. There might be some Magic videos coming up, soon. So, anyways, let's get into it. If you're tuning in for the first time, thanks for checking us out. I try to stream a lot. I try to do a lot of news videos. I try to do a lot of release videos. We've been fortunate over here. We do get a lot of product at launch, um, mostly all through third party and aftermarket. We don't have distribution, so we have to buy a lot. Um, ourselves. But we are going to have a ton of Black Bolt and White Flare, which is great. So we should be able to open a bunch at launch because I'm building master sets of as much as I can, grandmaster sets of a few if I can get my hands on what I need. So yeah, stay tuned for all that. We've got a lot of streams. We've got a lot of videos coming up in the next couple of weeks. I want to get back to doing the Monday news show that we were doing every week. We've been slacking the last 2 or 3 weeks, vacations, kids getting out of school, the heat, planning for these trade shows that we're doing and stuff like that. So, and we're pretty much a one man show. We don't have editors. We do a lot of streams because I just can't afford the time to edit. So this is what we get. So let's see here. So we are booted up. This should be. Let's make sure. Yeah, this loads over. All right, good. All right, so I am gonna open up my first set of packs. If you're watching us on Facebook, thank you so much. Please like, follow our Black Arrow page. You'll get the best deals of any product that we have available right from the page. That's where we post a lot of our sales, a lot of our waffles, a lot of stuff that we do. And then please, we don't make a dollar off of YouTube or Facebook yet, but if you can go over to YouTube and like and subscribe to us, click the bell icon so that you get notified when I do streams like this. Just tuning in, having me on in the background, it really helps pump us up on the algorithm, which is a really big deal for us. So please do that. And Twitch, if you're watching us on Twitch, thank you so much. All right, let's get into it. I've got it looks like I've got packs up top and 12 minutes for the 4th pack. So we'll get 4 free packs out of this, plus whatever I've got for hourglasses, which I have 433. And I might have a couple of gold bars or whatever the hell they are, so that maybe we can get a whole nother 10 pack at the end. All right, so we're gonna open up the 3 singles first because it doesn't let us do a 10 pack. So let's open it up. Let's give it a turn. It looks like it's loading and running well. It doesn't look like we're getting much lag. Let's slice that. All right, Milcery, Sweets Relay. If one of your Pokemon uses Sweets Relay during your last turn, this attack does 20 more damage. All right, so it's a stacking attack. You use it once, and the next time it bumps damage. I wonder if okay, Sweets Relay. All right. Squilvet. All right, so we got the chunky squirrels in this set. Basic, 2 for 30, colorless, 70, not bad. Vanillite, another sweet relays. Okay, so maybe this is something that we've all got. How? I'm gonna assume this is how. I don't know much about this generation. In fact, those 3 Pokemon that went by, I've never even had them on a team. So, during this turn, attacks used by Decidueye EX, Incineroar EX, or Primarina EX do 30 plus. So those are the 3 starters. Okay, all right. And we have our first 1 star here. So first pack, we've got Espeon, which I don't know how many cards are in this pack. Obviously, this is Year of Eevee, and this is Pump Eevee, and this is forget Charizard, push Eevee to the front of everyone's minds. I mean, there was a whole Pokemon set, Prismatic, which was based around Eevee. So, evidently they're pumping Eevee up again. Oh, I didn't even read Espeon. Hold on. Okay, so it's a stage 1, 100 health, energy crush, 20. This attack does 20 damage for each energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. I don't know another move like that in this. That can be pretty diesel. Alright, that's pretty good. I like that, especially if you're, facing, like, a fighting deck. A lot of them have a ton of energy, or if you're going up against a Giratina or Darkrai, if they're still relevant. I don't even know if they're gonna be relevant. 69 cards, lucky number 69. Okay. Alright, well, 4 cards and a star, a single star. I like that. I like that, I'll take it. Alright, let's, give it a spin. Give it a spin. Even though basically every pack, is supposedly the same, I still spin for, good measure. Dragonair! Oh, I really like that Dragonair. So I'm a big Dragonite guy. Dragonite is, he's my flying dragon. Dragonair, 2 what was the last one? Was the last one 3 energy for 80 maybe? And 120 health? Maybe it was 90. I don't remember, but alright, another Purloin or a single Purloin. Do we already have them? Playful Knockdown. Discard all Pokemon tools from your opponent's active Pokemon. So it's Guzma. Oh, no, active. Okay, so it's just against the active. Okay. Aw, cute new little Dratini. Not nearly as cool as the Dragonair art. 61 for 20. Well, the other one is 2, so that's good. Swoobat, Psyshot, 40. Oh, it's the second stage. Okay. And Whiskash? 4. It's a fighting, 130 health. This attack also does 10 damage to each of your benched Pokemon. All right, so it's a glass cannon that also hurts you. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, second pack. Second pack. 10 cards in, no duplicates out of 69. I like that. I like that. All right, third free pack. I wonder if it'll be 12 minutes up if we'll be able to open up that fourth free pack before we get into a 10 clump. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. If you're here, please drop us a message. Chat, tell me what you think about this new set. Tell me if you're excited. Tell me if it's changed up the meta for you. Tell me how many cards have made it into your current deck now that we've had it for almost 24 hours. A lot of people have probably already fiddled around with it. Collect, draw a card. All right, so it's a good first stage if you want to cycle through your deck quick. Drampa, 100, 2 for 70. Flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. If heads, your opponent's active. Okay, so it does 70 and paralysis. Okay. Toge de Maru, which is we have Pikachu, we have Pika Blue. I guess this is going to be Pika White, Pika Gray. 80, 2 for 30. During your opponent's next turn, if this Pokemon is damaged by an attack, do 30 damage to the attacking Pokemon. Okay, so it automatically gives you a 30 counter the next turn after you attack. Okay, good. Another Squavette. We got our first duplicate, and we got a regular Espeon. Energy Crush. This attack does 20 damage for each energy attached to all your Pokemon. All right, so we technically, I'm going to call it 2 duplicates, but I guess we really got one with the Squavette. Has it been 10 minutes? Do we get the last free pack before the 10 grouping? What do we got? No, it's only been 5 minutes. All right, let's crack it open. Let's open up our first 10 set. 120, 120. That gets us to 240. That gets us to 480. So we don't have enough for 4 full 10 packs. So we'll have to see what I've got left over. I saw at least two sparkles out of that. The first 2 packs, or 2 out of the first 3 packs. That's pretty good. All right, we got a Litten. 70, 2 for 40. So another Swoobat. A Torkoal, 100, 2 for 70. Discard a... Is that better than Ninetales? Does Ninetales have 90 health and do 90 damage? I think so. I don't know if oh, it's a basic. I don't know. Maybe Torkoal is better than Ninetales. New Meltan. You know, I like the regular Meltan with a mass. I like being able to build up that energy for the next set. So I probably prefer the first one. Flareon. All right, so we got our second star. All right, Flareon. It's a 110, 2. Man, it's hard to read through that fire. It's a good-looking card. That's flashy. Oh, and I guess we're not going to read it right there either. Carbank, what do we got? 80, 2 for 30. Hard roll. Flip a coin. If heads during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage and effects attacks done to this Pokemon. So it's the same as Doug Trio, I guess, in a way. Mawile, Mawile. 70, 2 for 30, flip a coin, now paralyzed. Okay, another Torkoal, a Mimikyu. We didn't have a Mimikyu yet, I don't think. Um, 72, try to imitate. Reading is tough. Flip a coin. If heads, choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon attacks and use it as this attack. Okay, it doesn't mention anything about not having the amount of energy to use it, so that could be a really good coin. Unfortunately, it's a coin flip for that attack. All right, we got our third star, Glaceon this time. Ice Blade. This attack does 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. It's not an EX, which is great, but all right, the new Melmetal. Nope, the other Melmetal is way better. 4 for 120 damage with a defensive buff versus this guy. No, original is much better. Odino, what is this? Do the wave. It's 90, 2 colorless for 20 times. This attack does 20 damage for each of your bench Pokemon. 2, 4, 6. So it can do 60 damage for 2. Okay. Another Carbink. Mindfu. Kick shot. 40. Flip a coin if hit. The other one's better. Vanillux. All right, so wait a minute. So wait a second. The first one is just a single sundae, and for the second one, they just put 2 ice cream sundaes together? Or 2 ice cream cones together? Stupid. Double spin, flip 2 coins. This so it's the same as Marowak. It's the same as Marowak EX, but this is not an EX. Oh, I like that. Okay, that's good. That's good. Another Dragonair again. Mineshaw. 2 low kick for 70. That's pretty good. That's probably better than the first one. Salandit, Ember, discard an energy card. Yeah. Another Carbink. 3 of those so far. Rule 34. Kick down. 50. Your opponent reveals a random card from their hand and shuffles it into their deck. That could be a nasty card. Not an EX. 140. That ain't bad. Ain't bad. Mincino. 70. 1 for 10. It's a good basic. Litten, another Carbink. Man, the amount of Carbinks I've got. These little white mice too, huh? So they single energy, that's kind of nice. Single energy is good. And we have a Sylveon EX. That is a recognizable card because we definitely, that must be taken directly from regular Pokemon TC G, because that artwork looks original. Once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand, no. Once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may draw 2 cards. Okay, so the first time you use it, you also get to draw 2 cards. It's pretty good. 2 for 70, 140 health. It's an EX. I like it. Another one of the ice creams, Slurpuff. All right, so this is the food pack. Is the Eevee set, huh? We've got all the food Pokemon here. Are we gonna have the Trubbish? All right, 120. It's 2 for 30 plus. If one of your Pokemon use Sweet Relays during your last turn, this is an upgraded Sweet Relay. Oh, so that can do 90 damage. That's pretty good. Another Relay Eevee Bag. I think this is our gold card too. Choose one. During this turn, attacks used by your Pokemon that evolve from Eevee do plus 10 damage to the opponent's active Pokemon. Also, heal 2 damage from each of your Pokemon that evolves from Eevee. I think this is the first card that we've had that has a double ability on it. I feel like we haven't seen that yet in this. Another Whiscash, another Weelay, another Milcery, another Purloin, Mimikyu, our first dud of a pack with nothing in it. Mindfu, Vanilluxe, Chatot, Tone Deaf, 70 for 1, does 10. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. Okay. A basic Umbreon. Dark Binding, I don't know what that is. 40 for 1. If the defending Pokemon is a basic Pokemon, it can't attack during your opponent. Goodbye to Giratina and Darkrai? That singular card wrecks that deck because they're basic, and usually nobody has anything else in that deck. It's pretty good. Man, if you want to build a Dark Eevee deck, a couple of those Umbreons, especially if there's an Umbreon EX that does something similar, then you can have 4 Umbreons in it. I'll check that out. Bounce Suite, 1 for 10. Lipar, the evolved form of Purloin. All Alright, 2 for 70. Not bad. Torracat, 2 for 50. Okay. Penny, I don't know who was Penny the most recent trainer in, Scarlet Violet? I think that, she was, right? Look at a random support card that's not Penny from your opponent's deck and shuffle it back into their deck. Look at a okay. Use the effect of that card as the effect. Oh, you get to use an opponent's support card, and you get to pick from their entire deck. That seems like it could be a really cool card. That's got a lot of use, I think. Pack 10, Brion, 2 for 40, all right. Barboach, so this is the Whiscash, first form, 2 for 30. Another white mouse. All right, where was that Flareon? What do we got here? Assisting Heater, 40. Take fire energy from your energy zone and attach it to one of your benched Pokemon. Oh, that's a really good card, and not an EX. Ooh, that would be really good for a fire deck. I like that. I like that. All right, so our first 10 pack resulted in we went from half the set. We're at 39 to 69. Any bad? Oh, and we get our other free pack here because that timed in the last 12 minutes. All right, let's see what we got. So we're not doing bad. I like where this set's going. It doesn't change the game, I don't think, as much as the Ultra Beast did. Um, Melmetal, Poplio, Vanilla-ish. Oh, there's another one in between? Oh, I didn't know that. Another Sweets Relay, another Carbink, and a Vanillux. And what are you? You're 2 for 30. And your Evolve form is 2 for 40 with Water Gun. Eh, not too shabby. I gotta upgrade this immersive art on the left side too, because I think we're missing everything after Palkia and Dialga. I don't think I have the next couple of sets out of it. All right, let's open up another 10 pack because I'm still only halfway through the set anyways. So let's see if we can pull the rest here. Looking for sparkles. We have no sparkles. All right, so no gold so far. We're not getting any gold cards. Greedent, Enhanced Fangs. So this is the final form, I think. 123 for 50. This Pokemon has a Poké Tool, does 50 more damage. Why not just use whatever that electric mouse is? Pichirisu? I don't know. Sableye. Oh, you're terrifying looking. 71 for 30. That's good. Another Brion, another Barboach, another Lipard. Barboach, Litten, Applin, Greedent, another Greedent. Wheelay, Greedent, Woobat, Vanillish, an Eevee Bag. All right, so the Applin was 1 for 20. We already knew that. Bounce Sweet, 1 for 10. Vanilluxe, Poplio, another Greedent. We've gotten 4 Greedents out of this 10 pack. And a Brion. We're getting all the same ones. Apom, double hit. Flip 2 coins, 20 for each. 60. Okay, not bad. Mind Shao, Serena, Milcery, Swirlix. This is a new one. Is another Sweets Relay. Yeah, it's another relay. Meltan, Mimikyu. I think that makes our second Mimikyu. Barboach, Salandit, Appleton, 90, Sweets Relay. If one of your Pokemon used Sweets Relay during your last turn, 70. So yeah, this is definitely a food set, and there are so many Pokemon that have Sweets Relay. So you could build probably a really, really strong Sweets Relay deck because there's got to be at least 3 full evolutionary lines that have that move. Which means that you're protected when they get knocked out for the next turn. You're still doing max damage, and they're all cheap. They're all cheap. But they don't have very much health, so it's a very glass cannony deck. It seems like you really have to kill them fast before they get a chance to start working on you. Snorlax EX. All right, this is our first good card in a while. 160 health, full mouth manner. At the end of your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, heal 20 damage from it. Okay, flop down punch, 130. This Pokemon is now asleep. All right, so what could we do here? So, what could we do? So the first thing that we could do is we could equip that thing that makes it so the Snorlax requires less to use his move. So you can have 2 of those. So now you can be attacking in turns 3 and 4 without putting more energy on him. He heals 20 from every turn. He's colorless. You could throw him in a grass deck. with Butterfreeze and heal the sugar out of them. Huh. It's got a lot going on. It's a pretty good card. Way better than the other Snorlax. Purloin. Apipom. Ambipom. Catching Tail. Once during your turn, you may put a random Pokemon tool from your deck into your hand. Corkscrew Punch. 2 for 50. Okay. Is that the final form, I wonder? Another Sylveon EX. All right. Well, I could do a double Sylveon deck. But really, that's just going to be pulling cards. Chatot, another Serena. What else we got? Oh, that's it? Ooh. That was not a good 10-pack. We went from 39 to what? We went from, and we hit a record. What did we hit? 6,000 cards. Not bad. I've been playing since the second month. Not bad. So 41. So we got 9 out of that. So we're still 19 short. We got 3 stars. Sylveon, Snorlax, Flareon? I don't know. Open another tenner. All right. This could be our last 10, I guess. I'm not really sure. I don't know what my currency is looking like in this game. All right, come on, give me some sparkles. There's 1, there's 2. 2 sparkles. Let's see if we can get a gold out of 30. Greedent, Torracat, Dratini, Swirlax, Slurpuff, Minicino, Chatot, another Eevee bag, Carbink. We've got Espeon, which we've already had. That's our single star. Salazzle, there's a new one finally. Combustion for 40. Oh, that's the girl of the Salandit line. Come on, baby. Applin, Tropius. I don't know what forms you are. You're a basic 103 for 60. All right, so I guess you're on par with like a Snorlax, Barboach. Okay, we got our first shiny. We got a Ralts out of it, and it's Ralts with Teleport. That's a cute little Ralts. I didn't really use the Mewtwo deck with Gardevoir. Right? Yeah, that's Ralts. Because I don't like playing the meta decks. I don't like using them. I think it's stupid. I hate doing the same thing that everyone else does. So I never used them, but maybe it's time now. Salandit, Squovet, Bounce, Whiscash, and we got a shiny Penny, our first double star. All right, I like that. Yeah, she's definitely. Oh, I didn't know she had an Eevee bag in Scarlet and Violet. It all makes sense now. It all clicks. It all clicks. All right, that's good. I like that. I love the full art trainers in this game. Swirlax, Teeny, Brion. It is good artwork though from Melmetal. It's pretty terrifying. Whiscash, Joltik. He's cute. I think he looks just like the other Joltik, right? I think the other Joltik looks so similar. Unless that's a real card, and maybe there isn't. No, there's already one in here, because he evolves into the spider thing, right? Jolt, flip a coin, now paralyzed. Does 10 damage. Vanillish, Mind Show. Pack is this? Pack number 8. Encino, Vanillish, Eevee, Liepard, Jolteon, my boy. Always a Jolteon fan, ride or die. HP 90, 1 for 40. This attack evolve if he evolved during, so he does 40, but the first turn he comes out, he does 60. I like the other one better. Flip 4 coins, 40 a hit. Steenie, 1 for Leastop. Litten, How, another Sylveon EX. 3. My crew, you guys are watching this. If you need a Sylveon EX, I've evidently got one to trade. Torkoal, Relay, Vanillish, Torracat, and another Flareon. A lot of duplicates in this. A lot of duplicates. I mean, we did fine. I'm not going to cry about, getting double stars and stuff like that, but we got a lot of duplicates. What are we at? We must be around 57-ish. Did we get 7 new ones out of that? 5. So we're still 14 short. We got the one shiny, which was Ralts, and we have 4 stars. Which, is it just those 3? Oh, no, does Penny count as a star? Penny must count as a star. All right, I don't know if I can open up another pack. We need 19. No, and how many do I have? I have 5. I'm not putting any money in this game. Sorry, guys. That ain't going to happen. All right. Oh, but you know what? I might be able to get stuff from other stuff, because we've got all the missions now that I can crank out some in this. Let's see, we've got missions here. We got 4 out of that. What do we got? Decks here. We can complete a bunch of these. Crank those out. Let's cancel that out and get right back into it. What else we got? We got the Snorlax rental deck. I think I used one rental deck in one game to figure out how they worked. I'm not really sure why anyone would use the rental decks because you have to have those cards anyways, right? So what's the point? Is the point just so that you don't have to build one? Like, period? Is that just it? All right, we got 3 sets of the gold hourglasses coming in. Are they called hourglasses too? I don't know. The ones for the wonder picks. All right, those are all in. All right, let's close out. All right, we have nothing else to gain. Let's see what's up here. What did we unlock? Use pack stamina to open 1,000 booster packs. So I just hit 1,000 packs. It's a lot of packs. It's a lot of packs. It's a lot of packs. Oh, did we hit something else too? Not there. Did we hit an emblem? Must have been an emblem. All right, news. Is this just about oh, there's an update, shop lineup. What's the update notice? Thanks for playing. The group packs, new tradable added from the last set. Yep. Theme collections added. Yeah. Minor improvements to text and design adjustment. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's go into the Wonder Picks. Let's get this one because I think I still need a couple more Ultra Beasts out of this to max out. It's Lumen. Womp womp. Not who I needed. I need the Ultra Beast, I think. Because I'm still short to be able to get all the crap from this set. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this set and I'm going to heart all the cards that I still need to get. That way they show up in the Wonder pick a little bit easier for me. Flareon, Flareon EX, Incineroar. What else are we missing? Vaporeon, Glaceon, Alamomola. I don't know what you are. You're new to me. This is the thing that evolves from a little Joltek. Sylveon. Valkyrie, the evolved form of the little shortcake. A Dragonite EX. All right, so there's a new Dragonite and it's an EX. Okay, that excites me. I like that. EVEX. And last but not least, Leftovers. Leftovers. Is that an apple? That's an apple. Yeah, I know that card. I know that card. All right, and actually, let's get into the gifts. And I still have to do a video, so I didn't open up any of the promo cards left over from the last set. So I got to crank all those open. We only have 7 days for that, so I got to do a video of that this week. All right, Wonder Pick. Let's see what we get. Oh, we've got EVEX right there, which is probably the card that I got to try to grab. That's the Spider. Ooh, Dragonite EX. Tell me about you. Giga Impact, 180, does 180, only 3 during your next turn. This Pokemon can't attack. And you can't swap him out with the Ultra Beast because he's not an Ultra Beast. Huh. So instead of the randomized 200 damage, you just do an automatic 180 and don't attack the next turn. I think I like the original Dragonite better. It's not an EX, so you don't take the double point hit. You can attack the following. This is probably the pack that I gotta get though, because there's 3 things I need out of that, and one of them's a shiny, one of them's Dragonite. Incineroar. A lot of this little blue thing that I didn't get. What is this? Oh, it's the love fish thing. I've seen you before. Another love fish thing. Incineroar down there. Flareon. Another Dragonite. Leftovers. There's the apple. Oh, and Leafeon. Let's get Leafeon on there. Yeah, I'm going to go for, God, I'm going to end up getting this. And what am I going to get? I'm going to get Dratini. All right. This could be a good one. Come on, baby. You know, I'll take any of the 3. Although I guess the EVEX is probably what I'm going for. Oh, there was no EVEX. I got the Dragonite EX, though. All right. Oh, that's good artwork. Oh, I like the foil eyes, too, that change colors. Oh, I like that a lot. Yeah, that's a good-looking card. I'm surprised he's only a 4 diamond. I'm surprised he's not a star. That's a good-looking card. I like that. I still really like the, oh, no, we can't see it here. I have a bunch of the rare original Dragonites. Thanks, Bob. A bunch of the original OG Dragonites that are really good. Oh, there's the EVEX. Should I go for that and pay a little bit right now just to try to not miss that? It's only a 4-star. I'm not gonna bother. I'm just gonna assume that I'm gonna get one of those at some point. But the EVEX is nice because it doesn't take up an Eevee slot. I can have more Eevees in a deck, but I don't really wanna use the Eevees anyways. Screw the Eevees. I'm not an Eevee guy. So overrated. So overrated. One for that, one for that, one for that, one for that, one for that. Well, I can't get 2 from any of these packs. And what's this gonna cost me? This is gonna cost me 3, which is gonna cost me 17. Screw it, let's do it. I always roll and pick the top right. It is it's what I do. I think it served me really, really well since Apex. And it paid off this time. All right. EVEX. Oh no, did I get it in Spanish? Este Pokémon puede evolucionar. Cualquier Pokémon que evolucione de EVC pones en juego esa Pokémon sobre este Pokémon desde tu mano. Something, something, something hand. Interesting. All right. I don't know. I'm pretty sure though, what this allows you to do is you can evolve your evolutions from this Eevee, even though it's an EVEX. So I like that. That was a good hit. I'm glad I got it. Thanks, bro Mike 20. I appreciate it. I think we did pretty good. So what did we open? We opened 34 packs. Oh, we had another mission somewhere. What did we hit? More rentals. Sylveon. Oh, with the EVEX. I wonder if there's a rental for every evolution with the EVEX, maybe. So a Vaporeon, a Flareon. Yeah, I wonder if there is. We did really, really well. What'd we end up finishing at here? We finished at 57 of 69 cards. So we opened up 34 packs. 57 of 69. We got 4 stars. We got 1 shiny, which is not great. Not great. I was really, although I don't even know how many. Oh yeah, you can't tell here how many actual shinies and crowns there are. I don't actually know how big this set is, to be honest, because they should show it here because they show it when you're loading the cards into the deck when you get them for the first time, when you're putting them in your, I'm going to call it the Pokedex, but it's so dumb that it doesn't show you the empty slots here for the stars. That would be cool. I think we did okay. I'm not gonna bitch and complain about that. We did all right. I'm glad that I'm back up and running because now I can go upstairs and play around for a while and see if I'm gonna build any sort of new decks. I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about. Oh, where are we? Let's go there. How I feel about using EVs, because I'm not an evolution guy. He's just so overrated, and everybody uses him, and everybody loves him. I'm just not attached to him. I mean, all my EV knowledge comes from the first, couple of seasons. I remember the EV brothers um, with frickin' the three brothers with Vaporeon, Flareon, and Jolteon. That's where the extent of my EV love comes from. And I never even played any of the games up until Sword and Shield. I mean, of course, I knew all the evolutions. I knew about Glaceon and Espeon and Sylveon and Umbreon and Leafeon and did I already say Sylveon? I don't know who I'm missing. I must be missing somebody though. I feel like I'm missing somebody. I knew about all of them, but I didn't really care. Like they don't float my boat. Now, if they come out with a cool fairy or a cool flying or a cool dragon one, I'm ready for the next one. I think that could be cool. I know people are all screaming for it. Maybe come holiday season, maybe they'll drop something in like October and finally give us a new evolution. Maybe it'll come in Pokemon Z to A. I don't know. Um, but anyways, yeah, that's gonna do it for this stream. 40 minutes, banged out all those packs. What's the next stream I'm gonna do? I might be able to get around to tomorrow night popping open these promo packs from the Dimensions, the Ultra Beast set, because I still want to get all those promos and see what I'm missing, and see what I need to work into my deck. I don't know. Some of those promos could be good. I didn't use any of the last ones, which was I think Rayquaza was the big one. Rayquaza, he was the big one on the last promo set. So go take a look in there. But thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.